Enra minority caucus a press conference at the Sembi Etuja telling all of us say their course war with the CEOs when it comes to President Mahama no enya dia ekoyi enya dia sebio omofo say papa and omo press statement, you know, this is what they said. President Mahama's CSO's meeting encounter a publicity gimmick to cover up his failed fight against Galamsey. That is what the minority caucus eka. Now utie kakra or say the minority caucus in parliament has keenly followed a recent development relating illegal mining and its impact on our water bodies, forest and health and livelihoods of our people. The caucus has also monitored the president's encounter with selected civil society organizations on the illegal mining menace in the government and the government response at the encounter, which seeks to downplay the agency to deal with this looming national disaster. It is clear that the encounter with CSOs was a publicity stunt calculated to cover up the government failed attempt at dealing with the mining. It is obvious that the Galamsey menace keeps worsening by day. We are therefore surprised that amid increasing turbidity levels of the glaring browning of our water bodies, the heavy contamination of soil and food crops, as recently confirmed by the joint report by Pure Earth Environmental Protection Authority, the wanton destruction of our forest resources and the indiscriminate degradation of our lands, the President of the Republic could look into the eyes of Ghanaians and tell us he is winning the fight against illegal mining. Instead of dealing decisively with the looming crisis, as promised when in opposition, the government has resorted to publicity gimmicks to sway the minds of unsuspected Ghanaians from its failures. Without a doubt, this government lacks the political will to fight Galamsey and has merely resorted in renaming of policies and programs introduced by Akufo-Addo's government. It will recall that when the Akufo-Addo government came into office in 2017, the Galamsey menace had reached a crescendo, and there were warnings that Ghanaians would have to import water if the destruction continued. The deal with this government government put a 6-month moratorium on all forms of small-scale mining that is legal and illegal, which was extended for a period of 1.5 years. During this period, under the outstanding leadership of President Akufo-Addo's government. 1. Establish the Ministerial Committee on Illegal Mining to coordinate the fight against illegal mining. 2. Launch Operation Vanguard to raid our country bodies and forest reserves of mining. 3. In partnership with George Grant University of Mines and Technology, TAQA, train some 4,000 small-scale miners to undertake responsible and environmental sound small-scale mining practices. And 4, amended the Minerals and Mining Act 2006 at 703 to enhance the punishment for offenses relating to illegal mining. Or say, the measures helped then the government to come to grips with the illegal mining menace. Subsequently, the government adopted a 2-pronged approach to deal with the canker, combining law enforcement with regulatory, operational, and policy reforms under law enforcement, which was aimed at ensuring compliance with the law while punishing those who engage in irresponsible and unsustainable mining practices. The government 1. Declared water bodies as red zones for all mining activities and banned all recognizance, prospecting, and exploration activities in forest reserves, except in exceptional circumstances to prevent the wanton destruction of forest reserves and water bodies in the country. This remained in place until the Akufo-Addo government left office, and the red zones are now being christened as security zones. 2. Introduce Operation Hot Part 2 in partnership with Ministry of Defense to get rid of bodies and river bodies and forest reserves of illegal mining, arrest persons engaged in these illegalities, and where necessary, decommission mining equipment found at these illegal mining sites. And we establish a situation room with all call centers to receive reports of illegal mining. This is now renamed NIMOS. And then they acquired speedboats for Ghana Navy to patrol river bodies. Then they trained some 200 river guards to assist in the protection of river bodies. These guards were not deployed before leaving office, but now they're being deployed and renamed Blue Water Guards. Recruited more mine inspectors and resource the Minerals Commission with logistics, including vehicles, to undertake effective regulation of the sector. And then he says that he established small-scale mining committees in all 83 mining districts of the country to assist the district office in the mining commission, in the minerals offices of the Minerals Commission, to effectively monitor, promote, and develop mining operations in their jurisdictions in accordance with Section 92 of the Act 703. And this was the first time the enactment of Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, the mining small-scale mining committees had been established in all mining districts in the country. Blah 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 blah. Listen, I have something to deal with this thing before we even play the tape. Sure. If all these things were done under the new patriotic party, under Eye Ura Ekufuado Dia, then clearly we don't have a problem with Galamsey. So then why would minority wake up all of a sudden after meeting of CSOs to come up with these solutions they claim Sesebio under a former regime, under their own regime, Sanyama Weina Ekoso. So Sanyama Mibobo Sina Koso Dia. Then clearly it tells us to say we shouldn't be complaining under 8 months or 9 months of a government that illegal Galamsey and I say illegal mining Koso. Then there's no complaint. If indeed, boss, I would trust that statement way in the name of a minority for Meka, Honorable Kweku Amprechum Sapon, Member of Parliament for Mampong constituency and ranking member Lands and Natural Resource Committee. If indeed Niema Wachua making na me take it time making if these things were done under your regime, then it means there's no problem when it comes to Galamsey. Then it means that we should be jubilating and say a boy and Sam Emma Aya the MPP for solving Aya Galamsey. So we'll catch us as Sanyama weighing our course. So there, I will stand up and say, so why are there? The MPP, why are there? So why are you complaining under 8 months? If you say in your own statement, say escalate here, idea escalated there means that so why are you jubilating? Why are you not being positive in seeing the way forward to solve the problem, rather than telling us a Niema Wufu say Maye and therefore the present government cannot even do FOCO under 9 months? You sat down for 8 solid years with all these solutions, yet we are back under 9 months to solve a problem. If indeed more declare all red zones. Now, but I want to ask you, MP, what is the difference? What is red zone? At the end of red zone, do you understand what red zone means? What is red zone? I say, pick up your own dictionary and understand what red zone is. If you declare a place a red zone, I don't hear sports, and I referee bubble. Now the person says, may ye a honomono and national security zones. Then go back and understand what national security zones are. Please. Mo ye yesande ma we ya mo me ebufu sabi. Timemufu e hayen. What you say muye committee na muye you know. I think I read it somewhere here. Say muye committee to look into the mining and that enokrano abwa ama enyema etumi kwe. This one establish the interministerial committee on illegal mining. Honorable. Asame na kanisa no. Nidie mwa. Did you read the Professor Frimpong Watkins a report? Did you read it? And this committee now was established, you know. What report did they give you? This report you're talking about, the interministerial committee now, you know. What report did they give you? Prof, I didn't need the you know. I didn't know what party now can say. I didn't know what catch a fast report, you know. What to train? You didn't give a hoot to that report, making or creating the impression that at the end of Professor Frimpong Watkins here, you know, and you know, there was no such report in the first place. That was what you told us. Today you are happy writing on the letterhead of minority, telling us that well, you did what? If you did all these things, I didn't think I said be yen to me koye. I didn't yen koye nim. And listen, okay? If Ostatika Sanema way now, we take you back to Mwankasa Mwempis and Nyema Mokaye during election time, during things that you said. Tie Mwankasa Mwempi Bako during election time, Tie Dokaye, Tie Nashe, Tempi Ushemia, Tie Nashe, and I'll come back at you again.
In the mining areas, so they decided to go and import foreigners. No one never buy and no man can't jump some munko in Renamu, Namunko to go to, or some munko soon, no Namunko to. No more if you want the whole year. Is so I a problem there. And you are mentioned as started. And you obina or pese, Anka Omoya Yanaka ya dispute, Nanka ya court, Nanka ya stop it, Galamsey for Nanka ya lose your seat. Yes, stop you on that. Yes, stop you on Mutina. No, I'm not conform with TV for Nako. No, I'm more for Car in a Galamsey, and a Galamsey. Now, Galamsey, you do know Agra. You saw no Agra. I'm not come and say, made demonstration. I come here steady. In the mining areas, so they decided to go and import foreigners. No one never buy and no man can't jump some munko in Renamu, Namunko to go to, or some munko soon, no Namunko to. No more if you want the whole year. Is so I a problem there. And you are mentioned as started. And you obina or pese, Anka Omoya Yanaka ya dispute, Nanka ya court, Nanka ya stop it, Galamsey for Nanka ya lose your seat. Yes, stop you on that. Yes, stop you on Mutina. No, I'm not conform with TV for Nako. No, I'm more for Car in a Galamsey, and a Galamsey. Now, Galamsey, you do know Agra. You saw no Agra. I'm not come and say, made demonstration. I come here steady.
And honorable, unya kukudro ede eto social minority caucus mutual statement to defend and to talk about a positive meeting that has transpired between the same CSOs. Even if it transpired even in your government, the present government sees it wise to call them back again to see how we can solve it. Wahu, OMPDB. Dokae. I mean, is it not shameful that at that time, now what you are bemu, now what sign catch your position say, or no import to a foreigners to come and mine this time around, I will ensure him. So that clearly tells you that you did foco. Because if you sat down per what your own MP said, our political, rally, I say a opposition, aqua kofa a foreigners to come and then mine in the water bodies of this country there. That's what you mean now, that's what you mean there. Then you did nothing. Absolutely nothing. These are worse. Because we should have seen results coming from Sanyama Wena Oksishe Wakanina. We should have seen it. We should have seen maximum response, results in our water bodies. Honorable Brahmi office, ensure si honum, me production team had ensure by it's almost 2 years now. Ensure that you see me office honum. Go and check. These water turbidity and blah 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 we're talking about. A saying in Revolving a semi office. As I speak to you, Revolving a semi office. 2 years now. So it tells you that I didn't share 8 months. And you see, we're talking about the present government and their people doing it. Are we then telling ourselves that from January down to October, they share in your regime? Honorable, please. If you really want to have a clean shot for us to give you that maximum respect, I think that they should bring solutions. All your statements now, I don't clearly see any solution to it. And if this is how minority operates, then I'm sorry, the country cannot move forward. If you are here just to say, Adiano Ankoye a gimmick, yours is also a knee-jerk reaction. It's a knee-jerk reaction to what the CSOs did when we are finding solutions. Oh, Munya, sir.